Let's solve some word problems. Yes, I know you don't like to hear that, but I am here with some word problems. Don't worry, they are very simple. You're welcome back. I am Miss Becca, and these are the questions we'll be solving in this video. The first one says the sum of the ages of a father and his son is 56. That is the first statement. Translate it to words or to math. So the sum of the ages of a father and his son is 56. The first thing you will do is that you represent the father's age and the son's age with an alphabet. So I like to use the first letter of the word. So I'll say let the father's age be F and the son's age be S. And the question says the sum of their ages, that is F plus S, equals 56. This is our first equation. So apparently this is going to be a simultaneous equation. So the sum of their ages is 56. In 4 years, the father will be three times as old as the son. First, let's translate that in 4 years. In 4 years, so if the father is F recently, so in 4 years, the father will be um F plus 4, right? And then the son will be S plus 4, because their ages would have increased by 4. So in 4 years, the statement now says in 4 years the father will be three times as old as the son. Find their present age. Don't forget that in 4 years the father will be F plus 4. In 4 years the son will also be S plus 4. But the question now says in 4 years the father will be three times as old as the boy. So that means in 4 years the father, whose age will be F plus 4, will be three times the age of the boy in 4 years. That will be S plus 4. In 4 years, the boy will be S plus 4. And in 4 years, the father will be three times the age of the boy. So that means, let's simplify this, and then we'll have F plus 4 to be equal to 3S plus 12. Let's bring them together so that we can have something like that. So we have F minus 3S will be equal to 12 minus F minus 4, that will be 8. So this is equation 2. And then we are asked to find their ages. So let's bring our equation 1 down so we can see both and we can know what we are solving. So if you have something like this now, we have to find F. So since F and S rather, so since F both have the same coefficients, their coefficients is 1, let's just subtract equation 1 from 2 or 2 from 1, as the case may be, so that um we have something like this. F minus, or let's write them properly. Let's place equation 2 below equation 1. This is equation 1. So let's place equation 2 below it. F minus 3S to be equal to 8. This is equation 2. So now let's subtract F minus F. F minus F will be 0. S minus 3S. Minus times minus. Negative times negative is positive. So S plus 3S will be 4S. And then 56 minus 8 will be 48. So we divide both sides by 4. That means S will be equal to 12. So that means the boy is 12 years old. Let's find the father's age. So since we have F plus S, we'll put S into equation 2 or equation 1, any one you want, equals 56. So F will be equal to 56 minus 12, and that will be what? That will be 44. So that means the fathers, the question says we should do what? Find their present ages. The father's present age is 44 and the son's present age is what? 12. So when you finish solving, make sure you put something like this. The father's present age is 44 and the son's present age is 12. To confirm that your answer is correct, you can put 12 and 44 into either of the equation. 12 plus 44 is 56. If you put it in equation 2 also, 44 minus 3 times 12. 3 times 12 is 36. So 44 minus 36 would give 8. And then you can confirm that your solution is correct. Do you need personalized help? Click the link in the description to message me directly. The second question. It says the sum of two numbers is 15. The sum of their squares is 113. So let's first put the first one down. Now we will let the numbers be x and y. You can write that down. Let the numbers be x and y. Make sure you always do that. So the sum of two numbers, let's bring it down. The sum of two numbers is 15. That's what the question says. The sum of two numbers is 15. The sum of their squares is 113. That is, when we square this one, x squared plus y squared will be equal to 113. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So what we have to do now is let's make y the subject of the formula here. So from equation 1, we will have y to be equal to 15 minus x, so that we can substitute this into equation 2. Wherever we see y, we put 15 minus x. So here now we have x squared plus 15 minus x power 2 equals 113. So this would give x squared plus 15 minus x squared would give 225 minus 30x plus x squared equals 113. So if we simplify for that, x squared plus x squared, this will give 2x squared minus 30x plus 225 then minus 113 would be equal to 0. This has become a quadratic equation and we have to simplify. So 225 minus 113 would give 112 equals 0. So now we have 2x squared minus 30x plus 112 equals 0. Let's simplify this further by dividing through by 2. So if we divide through by 2, we will have x squared minus 15x plus 56 equals 0. Now we can think of which number can we multiply together to give plus 56 and add together to give negative 15. What times what will give 56? Let's see, 7 times 8 will give 56 and negative 7 and negative 8 would give negative 15. So that we have x squared then minus 7x minus 8x plus 56 equals 0. Then we factorize x into bracket x minus 7. Then we have minus 8 bracket x minus 7 equals 0. So x minus 7, x minus 8 equals 0. So that means x will be equal to 7 or 8. So if x is equal to 7 or 8, let's look at the first equation. The first equation says x plus y equals 15. So if x plus y equals 15, x plus y equals 15. So when x is 7, y will be equal to 15 minus 7. And when x is 8, y will be equal to 15 minus 8. So that means y is 8 or 7. So therefore, the two numbers are 7 and 8, because then you can check When we add 7 plus 8, it will give 15. Then what is 7 square? 7 square is 49 and 8 squared is 64. So when we add 9 plus 3 is 13 remainder 1, then 1 plus 10 is 113. So correct. So our answer is correct. So that is how to solve this type of word problems. Do you have any question? Leave it in the comments and I will attend to it as soon as possible. See you in the next video. That's it for today. If you learned something new, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and drop your answers or thoughts in the comments. Remember, math gets easier the more you see it and say it. See you in the next video.